Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're up against black, 533, 66 for blue, and red, 242. A lot of ore wheat sheep on this board, not a lot of brick and wood. I think 8, 10, 5 might go here. Interesting. Yeah, the 5 is now really blockable. If he had taken the 8, 10, 5, the 5 would have been hard to block if a third player got on the 5 wheat, but yeah, there's really only 2 wheat spots left. There's the 6, 9, 2 and the 9, 10, 11. Oh, the 9, 4, 11 as well, but so the 8, 10, 5, 6, 9, 2 plays pretty well off the wheat port. The question is, do we want to leave that for 4th and try to go for like the 11, 9, 10, 8, 3, 4 setup instead? I think you just get plowed to the 3 for 1 here. I don't think it works as well. Yeah, I think it's just got to be the 8, 10, 5 here, and we'll just take whichever wheat spot's left. I don't know if there's really a case to point down here. Yeah, let's just point right, or to the coast. I think he's either gonna try. He's got to take the 6, 9, 2. I feel he could do the 11, 10, 9 to the 9, 4. You could even pair that with one of these 3 for 1 ports over here. Interesting. He's really gonna take that back. He's gonna do it backwards and not start with the road. Oh, he's doing it. He wants the wheat. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, so red. Yeah, I don't think we can get 2 spots here in the middle. We could just take the 6, 9, honestly. I feel like the wheat is just going to be massively valuable on this board. Even after these two get their 3 for 1s, the 10, 9 and the 10, 8, and they have all the ore, and we city up the 10, 5, 8, the wheat's just so valuable. And if we take the 11, 4, 9, we just don't beat black to that spot. We produce less brick, the same amount of wood. I think we can just take the 6, 9 outright here. Point left and go for the 3, 4. And we have the wheat port as well, so I think that makes a lot of sense. I don't really see a better idea. I think black got a little too creative here, expecting that 6, 9 to be available when it really it's sort of the perfect spot for me. If he had just taken the 6, 9, 2 instead, or the 11, 10, 9, he could have done 11, 10, 9 to 9, 4. He could have done 6, 9, 2 to the 3 for 1. I guess it's fine, he doesn't really need it, but is there a question there? Are we okay, buddy? Does he think it's my turn or something? Wow. Black really got screwed. The 4, 9, 11 is not better for all the reasons I discussed. That 9 will get blocked and we're just going to be starved for wheat all game. Everyone's going to be starved for wheat except blue if he takes the 4, 9, 11 here. If he takes the 3, 10, 11, we might be able to beat him there. And black might be able to beat him there. Well, actually no, because he can drop the road right away. But it's going to be pretty hard for him to get another road put together to settle. Yeah, I mean, the name of the game, I think, is just to keep hammering that 5 wheat. It's possible that if blue tries to do the 11, 10, 3 to the 9, 4, 11, it's possible red plows him over here to the 10, 9. Okay, smart. He secures his more important spot first. Yeah, so we just pop here. I think we pop all day here. Perfect. Well, let's get a 5 here. We can port the wheat for a wood now. You can do an ore for a wood. And an ore for a sheep. Yeah, let's just do this with black. If anything, black's going to be the slowest person to a city here. So, I think... Do we take the wheat port first? Or do we take the wheat port first, or do we take the 4-11-9? I guess they could feed a plow. Blue has 0 cards, though. I think the wheat port could potentially accelerate both settles. We're still gonna need a 5, a 10. Nah, I don't know if it's enough wheat to make up for it. Let's just take the wood spot. That dev was just massive. Yeah, I mean, we offered the trades for the wood. Damn it, I should have taken it. Oh, well, it's whatever. We have plenty of wood now. I guess we would have had a non-block and way too much wood. So he'll probably put this on the 4 wood, which is just a big mistake. Alright, let's just do this with black and get our... This wheat port's massive. So I think we just city the 8-10-5 up and otherwise pop devs now. That's a pretty good trade for both of us. We just need to catch a single 9 now, or 2 6s. If we can start popping and keep that 5 blocked, we're really going to slow them down on devs. If we get a 5 and a 6, I'm happy to just pop. Like, we'll pop unless we can city. It's sort of whoever starts popping first here gets to control that robber. This just goes on the 5 wheat all day. Now it's time for our 5s to come. If we city the 5-10-8 and settle the 3-4, we actually have a pretty strong road game. Not a chance. It's weird that black's buying devs. He doesn't have much of a chance at army. Okay, so do we pop twice or do we city? I guess if we city, we're still a 9 away from a dev. Or no, we're not. We're like, oh yeah, we are. We're a 9 away from a dev. But if we pop twice, we're like a 9 and an 8 from a city still, or 2 9s. This is tricky. It's such a massive city, but we can't port away the sheep and the brick. You know, I think while we have all 3 together, let's go for the pop twice. We still have the 2 ore in our hand that we can use to city later. But who knows when that sheep's gonna roll again with the ore and the wheat in hand. Like, if we city there, we just have 2 sheep and 2 wood in our hand, and it's like a pretty dead hand for at least, hopefully just the lap, but like, we're at risk of having to have a stuck hand next turn. Now we're just like a couple rolls away from another city, and we get to keep that 5 wheat blocked, which pretty much shuts down blue and red. If we let blue and red start popping first while we city, which is sort of what they did to us, they citied and let us pop, then all of a sudden they keep the knight over here and basically just take off. Yeah, we'll just use the road while we have it. Should we double up on the ore? I don't think so. I think we wanna make a road play here, and we have more space than black does, so, or at least as much space. So let's just drop this road here. Okay, I think if a 5 rolls, we'll double pop again. But if not, we'll just city. Alright, we'll drop the city now. Hopefully we can get a 5 before red moves this robber. So red and blue both got a sheep. Red's double popping, so blue has a sheep. I almost don't even want to move it off the 8 right now. Yeah, I'm not going to. We have the ore, we're not going to move it off. Where do we want to build these roads? I guess we can build over to the 8-3. Yeah, that seems fine. We don't even need to settle there. It protects our current settle spot. It grows our road network. This is a pretty balanced game right now. We might have to build to 10. We haven't gotten a 6 or a 9 in a long time. Blue has some sheep, which could help us get a really useful pop. So I think we just rob blue here. I think it's time to move it off the 10. What I really want to protect is the 9, but I think the 10 gives us a chance at road as well, so... Man, we can't get a wheat roll for at all here. This is tragic how we can't get a 6 or a 9 here. Hopefully red continues to block the 10 brick. A 9 would just be... Yeah, a 9's just deadly right now. Yeah, we just have to 4-for-1 the sheep here for a wheat. Okay. So we can play for settle road now. I guess we'll just hold. I don't think we're going to get a wheat here. Finally. So we can settle road or settle city, but that seems pretty slow. Hopefully red takes army before black does, since black can definitely take road. If we give a wood for a wheat, and in theory we produce enough wheat, we don't need to be trading for it, but... I guess, like black, yeah, this is, red could buy a knight here to get to 9 points. Blue can potentially city like twice and win this turn with the right rolls. Do we pop here? Or do we settle? I mean, yeah, a pop would... it could be really useless. Let's just settle the 4 wood. I don't think the ore is really going to help us here. Unless we want to drop 2 cities, but... Yeah, so this... should go on the 8 ore, honestly. How is he robbing red there? I don't know if we can take road. Our 8's blocked, so it's quite hard to city. Guess we can try this with red. Maybe red will go for this. Alright, let's just pop. We might get a VP or a mono to get us to essentially 9 points. Well, that's not great. So, I think I'm just gonna hit red here. because black's up right now, and so it's hard for him to get the settle right now. But red is red has two extra rolls to just roll a 5 and or I guess he'd need a 5 and an 8, but I'm not sure how many black winning rolls black really has here. Do we pop? I don't think we have the 2 turns to get needed to get army. Let's just settle. I guess if we pop, we can always pop for it next turn anyway, so. Okay, we might have just saved ourselves. Red would be 1 card from a city, I believe. Unless he ported all the ore away. But I think he just got an ore from red, which doesn't really help him. He might be able to pop again here for the win. Okay, we survived. And I think this probably goes on black again. That's fine. We don't have city rolls anyways. He could break our pop here though. Take a sheep, please. Okay. So an 8 and a 9 wins. A 5 and an 8 wins. Okay, so we need an 8 for the win. 8. We can't settle again. We don't have it anyways. But, yeah, we can only build 2 roads. So, yeah, let's pop for it. Do we want to port the sheep here? No, we want to... I guess black could mono the sheep. That could be a problem. He did seem to not like whatever Devi pulled last turn. But yeah, we need to keep the sheep for a dev and just hope he doesn't have a mono. Yeah, this just makes 0 sense. It doesn't hurt me at all. Well, we tried. Ton of 4s, ton of 6s. Is there really that many 6s? I guess they were all early in the game though. We had pretty good dice stats. 6s, 9s, 8s, and 4s. And 5s. But black had all those too. Yeah, everyone was on those numbers, so blue's all over the 9 and the 5. Red's all over the 8 and the 5. Blue had this, yeah, a lot of those. But blue's missing the 10s, so I don't think the dice were that, like, those were our numbers, but they were everyone's numbers too. We didn't really have the 10s and 11s. And that 12 hit 4 times for blue too, wow. It's a shame blue couldn't take road there at the end.